Many of you know that I served for many years in the United States Marine Corps. I'm proud of my service. I don't make it a feature of my personality, but I'm proud of it. I don't need to be thanked. It makes me uncomfortable when people say, thank you for your service. It makes me very uncomfortable when people do it on Memorial Day, which was that yesterday in the United States, a day set aside to commemorate, to remember, to celebrate the sacrifice of people who lost their lives in combat while serving in the military. It's not Veterans Day. It's not, hey, thank you for your service. It's a day for people who we lost. Republicans often act as though they are the party of patriotism, that they've got a monopoly on patriotism and the flag and the Constitution and the troops and all of this. Yet the man they've chosen to lead them, to lead the country, is a five-time draft-dodging coward, a physical weakling who avoided using his daddy's wealth, avoided military service. None of his bratty kids have served. None of them. I don't know of a Trump that's done any service to their country. Donald Trump told his 4-star retired Marine Corps general, John Kelly, that those who he could not understand it, inexplicable to him, that those who gave up their lives or their limbs for their country in combat, in battle, were suckers and losers. Didn't want them in a parade because everybody's going to feel uncomfortable seeing that. Seeing a physical manifestation of their sacrifice that grosses Donald Trump out. Donald Trump has long talked about being the most militaristic person ever, which some Republicans take a play out of that playbook and use that language. Tommy Tuberville being one. There's nobody more military than me, he says. Somebody gave him a Purple Heart one time, and he said, I've always wanted one of these. It's just gross. And yesterday, being Memorial Day in the United States, rather than take a moment to remember the fallen, to memorialize the fallen on Memorial Day, he posted on Truth Social. Now, first, before I get there, remember when Hillary Clinton said that a certain portion of Donald Trump's fan base was a basket of deplorables, and the media, what is she doing? She's dividing us. MAGA does the same thing. They wring their hands and they gnash their teeth that Hillary Clinton told the truth about MAGA world, the vast majority of MAGA world, who agree that Donald Trump should be a dictator on day one, who agree that he should terminate the Constitution of the United States of America. These patriots. And the media lost its mind over that, and they're continuing to talk about it here and there. Certainly MAGA world is. Yet Donald Trump calls liberals, Democrats, anybody who opposes him, human scum. And it's crickets from the peanut gallery. He posted this on True Social yesterday at 10 a.m. to celebrate Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to all, says Donald Trump. What an auspicious start. What a wonderful message that we should just put a period on. That's where we could have ended. Any normal president of the United States, that's how it would have ended. This is how it continues, though. Happy Memorial Day to all, including the human scum that is working so hard to destroy our once great country. Curiously enough, when Donald Trump campaigned in 2016 to make America great again, who knew that the job would be so flimsily accomplished that all it would take is just a couple of years of Joe Biden to once again destroy what he had built? Who knew? And to the radical left, Trump-hating federal judge in New York that presided over, get this, 2 separate trials that awarded a woman who I never met before a quick handshake at a celebrity event 25 years ago, doesn't count, $91 million for defamation, quote unquote, All capitalized, like an old grandpa who doesn't understand how a keyboard works. She didn't know when the so-called event took place sometime in the 1990s, never filed a police report, didn't have to produce the dress, quote unquote. Dress, quote unquote. If it's a dress, why is it in quotes? Dum-dum. That she threatened me with, it showed negative. It showed negative. Did it get a COVID test, Donald Trump? And sung my praises in the first half of her CNN interview with Allison Cooper. Allison Cooper? Does he mean Allison Camerata? Or does he mean Anderson Cooper? Cognitive decline, senility in our faces. But changed her tune in the second half. Gee, I wonder why. Under appeal, exclamation point with a question mark after it. The rape charge was dropped by a jury. Or Arthur Engeron, the New York State wacko judge who fined me almost $500 million under appeal for doing nothing wrong, used a statute, capitalized for some reason, that has never been used before, gave me no jury. Mar-a-Lago at $18 million now for Merchan. If you can make sense of this, good on ya. I don't understand most of it. Memorial Day was said one time. I mean, Donald Trump posted a bunch of videos on his Truth Social yesterday of him saluting random shit. Him, while he was president, placing wreaths at the Tomb of the Unknown. But it is words that we're looking for here. Like, what are you going to say to commemorate? We judge you based on who you are. And this is who you are. And because the Republican Party has chosen overwhelmingly this man, this is who they are. If Joe Biden, and this isn't a whataboutism, this is just if any other politician had posted this, Happy Memorial Day to all, including the human scum, they'd be done. But because Donald Trump is the leader of a cult, not. His family, they substitute grifting and charlatanry, if that's a word. If not, we'll make it a word. They substitute patriotism and military service for grifting. Somebody tweeted in the throes of Memorial Day weekend, tweeted this to Eric Trump with a photo of them. The family that gave up everything to save America, with the flag emoji. Thank you. Oh, thank you to the family that sacrificed everything. They're more wealthy now than they were, dipshit. To which Eric Trump replied, and we will do it again. Flag emoji, flag emoji, flag emoji. Because, you know, they're not serious patriots unless they post a flag emoji. These people think that they are saving America, MAGA world. The Trumps don't think they're saving America. The Trumps know what they're in it for. They know what they're getting out of it. It's just disgusting, the juxtaposition of how Hillary Clinton was treated after her accurate remark and how Donald Trump is just let off the hook. Nobody obsesses on it. Well, few obsess on it. Few talk about it. Few continue to bring this to the American people and the world at large, their attention. As a Marine, am I offended? Nah, I don't really even know what that means. Offended. But it is illuminating that a man who wants to be the commander-in-chief of the United States Armed Forces doesn't have the decency. He is imbued with depravity. Doesn't have the decency to properly honor the memory of those who gave their life in combat. Oftentimes in situations that aren't even honorable because we're not in the country in a time or a place that we should be. And when was the last just, I mean, this is a whole other topic, but when was the last just war that we fought? World War II? Maybe. Anyway, if you're a Republican, you can just jettison the idea that you're actually a patriot, that you actually love this country, that you actually support the troops, when this is the guy you want to put back in power. Stow it. Secure that nonsense. We used to say in the Marine Corps. I'd love your thoughts on this. You can call, leave me a voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me daily@dollemore.com. I would love to hear from you. If you want to help support this work, if you appreciate my message, if I bring you value, only if I bring you some value, consider supporting this work. Click the join button below. For $2 a month, you can become a channel member. You can go over to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast. Great ways to support the work here. You can also follow me on social media. I'm at Dollemore on Twitter and Instagram, Threads, and TikTok, and Facebook, and Blue Sky, at Dollemore. I'd love to see you there. We can do better because we deserve better. Be genuine. Take care of one another.